What's up, guys? So this is my VOD review for Simplicity versus YMC9.
Yeah. My bad. I got to a shortcut.
Okay, so it looks like you guys are. It looks like you guys won both rounds, both pistol rounds, or your pistol round, force round, and then it looks like you guys are on bonus here. Um, I think it's smart, Reyna, that you're bonusing. You're going with the frenzy. You're not trying to force up like a Vandal or Phantom, even though you probably could, especially because you got like teammates who have cash. But it's smart that you're not. So good on you. Okay, so did you guys call anything? Okay, so no call, but it looks like you guys kind of have an idea where you need to be. So it looks like Sage, you're watching for a C long push. Reyna, you're kind of fighting for this mid presence here. Sky, you're watching for that A. You're kind of you're watching for an A push, but you're also kind of like contesting a little bit because you're like kind of creeping up. I think your play is good. I think your play's fine. So you have like a pretty good position here because you've kind of cleared a long Sky, and then you have Sova supporting you here. So I think this is pretty good. I'm just going back. Omen, what are you doing here? No offense, but what happened here? Let me back up. So you kind of like you're about to smoke garage window for your Reyna, but then you don't smoke it. Reyna doesn't do anything with it. Like Reyna doesn't push into garage. You're jiggling like where are no offense, but where are you? What are you looking at? You're jiggling. You're like fighting nothing because you're smoked off. Okay, so now you're watching the garage exit for your Reyna. Your Reyna's staring at you. Reyna, I don't know what you're doing now at this point. I think what's happening is that you guys are kind of like waiting on each other for something to happen, right? Because you're not really getting like a call from your IGL like saying like, hey, do this. So I think all of you guys are kind of waiting on each other. Like Omen, I think you were like waiting on Reyna to like go into garage or blind garage, and then you were gonna send the smoke out. But because the Reyna didn't do it, you didn't send your smoke out. And then Reyna probably didn't do it because you didn't smoke the smoke garage, or that that window. And then yeah, so it just seems like you guys are all kind of waiting on each other. Um, I think that because of the nature of this comp, because of the nature of this comp, I would like to probably. Okay, so because of the nature of the comp, Reyna, I think you need to make first contact when you can. I know it's not always going to be you who makes first contact because there's no way for us to really guarantee that the opponents will peek you first. But because of like just the nature of your comp, we have like your team is going to kind of rely on you a little bit here. And then Sova and Sky. So I'm a little bit confused here. So it's like we had Sky push all the way into sewers, and then Sova, I'm not sure what you were doing this whole time. How do I back up a little bit?
Y'all, they may be ready for this time.
God damn it.
Yeah, I think you guys are just playing a little bit far from each other. I think you guys can probably play a little bit more together. Sova Sky. But maybe we switch one of you guys because I think, you guys are both of our initiators, and then maybe we can actually, instead of buddying up Sova and Sky, maybe we can buddy up like, maybe like Sky Sage, and then Sova can maybe kind of play slightly alone. Or maybe Sky plays kind of alone, and then Sova Sage play together. But because of like this setup here, like because of what you guys were doing, you guys like had you guys smoked the cross, and then you were kind of creeping down sewers. Because of that, I would probably pair up maybe Sage and Sky to do that together, and then Sova, you lean a little bit more towards C long. Cool. But yeah, just the problem here is that your Sky got into a fight and there's nobody to help her. And then Omen, you're a little bit far off. So Reyna, you're kind of like chasing down. I think it was that Astra. You're chasing down the Astra, and your teammates are a little far. You blind this, and then I probably would have tried to run through it, but Omen, you kind of jump back. Yeah, you died to that.
Thank you.
Mm.
Alright, they're still hurting. Even with that win.
You guys did some eco damage. Not bad, honestly. You guys got some kills, so you guys are good. So it's like the guys who died, right? Like, so some of them who died, like they don't have super good money, and only a couple of them were able to save. So you guys did good. Good. That's like textbook perfect round.
I mean, they finished with their 3.
Yeah, that was.
We broken as hell.
Yeah. I
Go
smoke
swing
Rise
this
window.
with me. See if they're gonna have specters and shit.
Southpaw, swing this with me.
Yep.
If possible, I would like to try to get some calls a little bit earlier. You know, you guys kind of wait until the wall drops to call something. I do like that. It sounded like, I'm assuming it's our Reyna who asked for somebody to swing with them. That's perfect. That's the kind of stuff I do want to hear, right? Like, not everybody needs to like calm like a hardcore play, right? We don't need to do like this incredible orchestrated play. I just want you guys to play together, really, you know?
Raise garage.
Nice kill, nice kill.
He destroyed
That
recon.
was A.
Nice, thank you.
We're on.
Yeah, we're on SE.
Oh, Jesus,
somebody-
Somebody got blinded. Omen, pull your gun out. Did anyone check close left? You guys scare me sometimes. All right.
Go smoke.
No, this is good. No, it's pretty. Looks like it was pretty free for you guys. So good job. You guys got flanked.
Oh, Grush.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Oh, Sky. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the bonus on my armor.
Who's bonusing? What?
Go.
No, request a real.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk. I
Gonna
wouldn't
go
risk
with the
bonusing
bonus on my
something.
armor. Someone swing this window with me.
Astra's been putting soul there.
You swing. You swing wide. You swing wide.
Swing, I'm gonna swing wide. Alright.
Yeah, yeah.
Get out of my way.
Oh, what a bitch.
Damn, you guys got. you guys got shit on by that smoke.
Nice mid.
Did she push up?
Sounds
She
like
did.
it.
They're poor here and right here.
Raises in garage.
Oh, they know you're in that cubby.
Alright, we're gonna do something here.
Nice.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm surprised they let you walk out of that. They really shouldn't. Anyways, you guys got one trade. It looks like.
You know they're gonna be coming this way fast.
A link and garage.
No, he's gonna plant down.
Evan,
One heaven.
I'm watching this playing. Have they crossed?
No, I was shooting head.
Alright.
Nice kill.
CT.
One more.
Somebody shoot that dart. Oh wait, no, I guess you guys can't, huh? It's okay.
Guy, see if you can heal.
I'm not gonna be
No,
able to do it.
no.
Evan.
Heaven. Astra.
I think you're too focused on flank. I'd be really shocked if they flanked you at this point. Because the cipher was shit on and like that they didn't get a trade. It'd be really weird if a flank happened.
Okay, you got them down.
I could be wrong, but
Hold on right side, John.
Good call.
One enemy remaining.
Go.
so got graffiti. Oh, nice, nice guys. That was easy.
Run away. There's a case.
A little mini game.
Yeah. So there's so Ricky, there's like times where like this is a hard one because it's kind of in hindsight too. I think that it's like I know you want to check flank because that's like the immediate threat to you, but I think in that situation because you already caught flank and after a couple seconds like there was no trade coming in, you know. So I think that it's not that it's like obvious or it's clear, but I'd say that it's more than likely not flank at that point. And I think it's worth gambling to give up flank at that point, to like not even be looking at it and just to continually watch like that heaven drop for your sky, right? Because your sky is like kind of like focusing on the CT exit because your sky was hell. But if you're not watching the heaven drop, then your sky has to kind of watch both, right? Like your sky not only has to watch like that CT exit, but also like the heaven drop. Whereas like if you were to just watch the heaven, like if you were to just like focus on the heaven player, you couldn't have been swung by the guy's CT because your sky would have made first contact, and then your Sova was playing short, so your Sova would have made first contact. And then like worst case scenario would be that you do end up getting late flanked, but you gambled it and you end, let's say like you do get late flanked and then you die, but at least like your position was dual purpose, as in like if you die from a flank, then at least you got that information for your teammates. And but during that whole time, you were fighting heaven for your team. Because you're not watching heaven, like because you let go of heaven, and you're only focusing on flank, then your position ends up being kind of single purpose, where like you can't die from heaven, you can't get any kind of info, you can't really swing and trade for somebody off of heaven because you were like hyper focused on your flank. I don't know. It's I guess it's not important, but
Good stuff.
yeah, I think just moving forward, right? We want to gamble, I guess, a little bit on like where the opponents could be based off of like what is more probable.
Hard pressed to think the op's gonna be in play though.
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke cross again.
Yeah, it really
Feed
could.
by
So
me, feed by-
I would like to see you guys really pull something off with this smoking the cross thing. So I like what you guys are doing. I like that you guys like. I feel like you guys probably didn't do this before, and then I talked to you guys about smoking the cross, and then now you guys are doing it. So I really like that. But I worry that maybe we're not really taking good advantage of it.
I know, no, you're fair.
Ooh.
We take this A then?
Yeah, we found Grak. Get away from it.
So you guys know that there's 2 on C. So the defense is spread pretty thin here, guys.
The wall and
Everybody's
res.
over there as well.
I'm gonna rest.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, so at this point, I think you guys need to let the res happen. So Omen and then Sova, you guys cannot make contact here. But I worry, Omen, is that you're already like swinging. See, yeah, so you already swing and kind of expose yourself. Even though they don't see you, I think the thing is like they could be there and they could be seeing you or hear you or whatever. So at this point, so Sky, you're taking a solo fight. What happened? You were next to your Sage.
It's 'cause you're the richest.
I don't know. Okay. Okay, so Reyna, Sky, you're swinging together. Jet shits on you. That's okay. It happens. Sky, you're not able to get the trade. It's okay. It's a Jet. She dashed away. I get it.
Yeah, we
Not
found
too worried
Grak.
there.
Get away from it.
You go
Okay.
wall and
Everybody's
res.
over there.
Okay, so it looks like Reyna or Sage is going to try to get a res here.
Hold on.
And then Sky. So you like kind of switch places. Like you kind of go towards like garage, and then you come back to Sage. And then you are just looking at Sage, and then you let go. And then now you're going for like the solo fight for garage. And then you end up losing it. And so now you guys are kind of pinned here. So now you guys are now it's a little awkward because like your Omen and your Sova are executing A. Like he's about to put the smoke up and their B player is going to hear this, or there's probably still a player on A. So they're going to hear this execute happening on A. Sage is trying to get a res off C long, and then now Ray's owns the middle of the map, right? And so now your C players are going to have a hard time really rotating to you guys. I know this is kind of in hindsight, you know, but I think that Sky, there was an awkward point where you wasted time running back and forth. Like you weren't able to decide on like what to do at any given time, and like you were C long, and then your Sage arrives, so you like kind of give it up and you go towards mid, and then you're like, oh wait, I'm gonna go back to C and help support for the res, but you like left it before the res even happens, right? And then you end up dying to a solo fight in mid. I would have almost preferred you like both of you guys just stay here, get the res off, and just fight whoever C long. Like just kill that jet, you know, 3 versus 1, and or there was Sova there too, so it was like be like a 3v2 fight, or like a 2v2 fight, but you get to bait your Reyna with that res. So I don't know. It's just right now it's pretty awkward. Like I think that pretty awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah.
Look for that camera. Look around. Look around. Oh man, look around.
I'm gonna go on.
Wait, did Sova shoot the camera? Please. Where you at, Sova?
That smoke.
Oh man, I would like you to try to get your smoke to like how do I do this? Okay. Get your smoke. So if you can look in the minimap, get your smoke to be more like wait. Like that. Right there. There it is. Try to get your smoke kind of like that, you know, maybe like at like hugging the exit like that. Yeah, that way it's a lot scarier for your opponents to push into that. Whereas the smoke you have here, I mean, there's a hole in it, but the smoke you have here, it makes it a lot easier for like your opponents to like to at least own this section, and which gives them a lot easier of a time, like kind of like they have a lot of space basically. They can pop out of the smoke like anywhere in the smoke. Like, you know, it could be the left side, could be the right side, could be all that. Whereas if you like can smoke it, so that way it's just kind of like a wall right here at the doorway, like they kind of don't have any other place to jump out of the smoke. It's just like one little spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Oh, no.
Damn it.
Wait, Sova, did you shoot it out? Wait, where is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Oh,
You
no.
didn't shoot it out, and it's on your left. Like you guys, I think you guys need to shoot those for sure, because he's gonna have the camera again.
One long.
Cypher's long. Cypher's long.
Oh shit! Who called Cypher was long?
Ah. Oh, no.
Damn it.
I'm gonna go on.
One long.
Cypher's long. Cypher's long.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ, dude.
You guys, shoot! You guys might win this. Okay, so Sage, Sova both focus on flank here.
Hit 73 on the jet, for what it's worth.
I believe on site. On site.
Yep, on site,
Last
right side.
player standing.
Try to play time as much as you can. Nice backup. Oh no.
Oh, that's right.
Nice try.
Nice try. Unfortunately, I'm not staying on the second one.
Smoking that every time.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to push it this time?
Yeah.
They still shouldn't have an Raze gets aggressive out of the garage still if we just don't show any presence there. Shit. I'm not too-
Can push out.
Do any of you guys play Cypher?
Oh my.
So I don't really like this bomb split here. How your bomb is like separate from the rest of your team, and then Reyna, how do you die? Oh, you died to a nade? That's unfortunate. I was gonna say like Sky, you should be able to trade, but that's I don't know. You died to a grenade. I don't know. It's not much to say. Cypher cam, you guys need to shoot it out. You guys didn't shoot it out. Your Owen shoots it out. Oh, what are you guys watching? Guys.
Alright, camera's down.
Okay, so Sky, you're like, oh wait, no, Sage, you're kind of like backing up a little bit. Sova, you're like tucked in a corner. Your Omen, I don't know. This shouldn't happen, right? Like where this Cypher literally can like wrap around.
Nice.
Nice trade.
Spike down A.
It is a nice trade. It's just it didn't need to happen, but it's okay. Get wall
Yeah,
up,
one CT.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, res as well.
Yeah.
Good trade, good trade. Short.
Short.
Aim up a little bit. You aim a little low.
One enemy remaining.
Last one short.
Ready out.
Last player
Ah.
standing.
She's right through the smoke.
Oh, guys, no. What is happening?
Ready out.
Short.
Yeah. So Omen, I'm a little. I don't know. It's in hindsight, but your play here where you decide to like,
Enemy remaining.
you're like kind of focus on CT,
Short.
and you see this happen.
Ready out.
I'm a little worried that you tuck this, honestly.
Ah.
Standing.
She's right through the smoke.
And then Sky, it's a little unfortunate. It's
Nice try.
slow reaction. It's okay, it happens.
They haven't had it yet.
Oh, that's right.
At
Okay.
least I
Okay.
haven't seen it.
And they don't have the money for it.
No prisoners.
What's up with your guys' money? What is this? Like, Sky, why do you have a Spectre? Sage, why are you going Sheriff? Like, you guys have money, you know? Like, Sky, you have enough to buy. It's not last round either. Yeah, so this save right here, like, it's kind of pointless, honestly, and it's just, all it means is that, like this is, like, it's a 5v5 fight, except one of your teammates is, like, handicapped. One of your teammates has half shield and a Sheriff, you know? It's just too disadvantageous.
They didn't see me.
You're gonna die.
I think Ash might have put a short
40.
grass. We could garage window and then ignore.
They have a camera on C.
All right, so you guys are, like, really split, which is a little tough. Like, when you split up this much and you guys are really slow to, like, make contact, then the idea of their defenses being spread thin is not in your favor. So ideally your opponents are going to be pretty spread thin. So you have, like, one person C, one person garage, one person B, and then two on A is usually how people play it out. And so what you want to do is, like, you kind of really want to, like, kind of bombard, like, something with a low amount of players. And so we want to do, like, a 5v1 on C site, or like a 5v2 on A site. But when you guys are spread this far, like, you guys are spread this thin, and your opponents, the defending team, is also spread thin, then, like, Reyna, your fight here is like a 50-50, maybe, like, at best. And at worst, it's like a 66-33, right? Like, in their favor. Sky, your fight's going to be a 50-50. Omen, I don't know what you're looking at. Sage, you were holding C long, but looks like you're going to rotate off towards your team.
Me on A.
You guys are just spread so thin that it's a little confusing.
Keep going, C.
30 seconds left.
Good catch.
Nice work before.
Go C.
Yeah. So your teammate calls 4v4, right? But it's like, because of how you guys are clearing things kind of solo, your Sage clearing C site alone. You know, your Sky is, like, contesting B site alone. Your Reyna let go of A and is going to rotate over to C.
On the right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Sage, you have to be quicker on that.
Running out of time.
So So, like, I don't know. I guess it's a little confusing. So, Jet was logs. Sage, you were a little bit late to call that Jet was like on C site. Like you said, I think you called that Jet was back C, which I think is a little confusing. You know, because the thing is, when you die, like you can see if the Jet stayed there or like if she dashed out. If she dashed out, you should be able to say that like, oh, she's back site. You know, some like really specific. But your Omen was under the impression she was still logs. I don't. Maybe you were under the impression that she was still logs. But usually, when you die, you can for about a second you can kind of spectate around your dead body and you can see that their Jet dashed.
Spike down. C. 10 seconds left.
job.
I have the spike.
Planning here. I have to stick it.
Planted.
2v2. Give ult if you want it.
Seek them out. Found one. Last player
Oh,
standing.
Sky, almost.
120 on the Sova in their spawn.
Oh shit.
No. Hey, you know, Reina, that jellyfish was confusing. Honestly, I thought she was garage. I thought she would have been garage, but damn, she was C long the whole time.
Oh, I walked into it. They might have the offense like you pushed him. Knew that was coming. Fuck me. Oh, I walked into it. I ran back into it. He baited me.
Gonna have to wait, right? We have a message.
Cypher has her
Get
his
out of my
camera
way.
on there.
They're joining in.
Nice shot.
They're already rotating.
Feeling safe.
Flank.
Oh, I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Last player
Dude.
standing.
Fuck. I'm not paying attention. I'm nothing. This?
No comment on that round.
I think we should, but raise.
Yeah, we should go kill this raise, right? And then I don't know.
I think
Holy shit! What happened to
we
your mic?
should, but I mean,
Oh my god! What happened to the audio? Was that me?
like it's we should make our way to utility.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody.
And then,
Yeah, if you just like lightly shoot.
Grace is right there. He got out of there. You can call.
They might push down wrong, yeah.
Reloading.
I have a gun to fight this.
I'm going back with you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Cypher's cam's normally.
He's in the right corner.
I'm dead.
Close.
Sorry, I kind of got you killed. I feel like.
No.
Dude, that fucking swing.
He's in heaven.
So the reason why I don't like your CT smoke is that they can kind of like walk out here. Like they can kind of walk out here like basically like kind of for free, you know? And so that's just kind of why it worries me a little bit. And then a little confused here. Like look at like where we're dying. Like we have 2 dying up on B site like for no reason. You know, absolutely no reason. Like no offense, but it's like that did not help us entry. That didn't help us like with anything. And then Reina, not sure why you leave your Omen.
You planning? What are you doing here?
So he's asking like what you're even doing, you know? So I think it's just like you guys are not maybe not communicating and just not on the same page about what should happen, because your Reina seemed to have been under the impression that you guys needed to rotate. Right, you made contact on A, got the kill, or no, didn't get the kill, but you made contact on A, and then you guys would rotate off. Whereas Omen, you felt more like, oh, the site's free, like let's get on.
Yeah.
No.
All the ops.
Hit those shots.
Alright, where are we going with it then?
Or A long.
My guess would be C.
Probably C long. They don't really
Yeah.
play A. They let Cypher set up on A.
Oh, the arrows out of C. Hope he hasn't seen anybody.
I'd like to see you guys sell a fake, like using like the Sova, Sky, and Omen. I would like to see you guys sell a fake on A. Like you just gotta like smoke things and then like dart and dog or like drone and dog. You know, like it's not too hard to fake it as you guys, and then maybe like have Sage, Reyna walk up C after you guys have like made presence and made contact on A. Ideally, I would like to see you guys kind of do that.
Might be C. Well, I pinged somebody with that, but they were gone before I could see them. So.
Garage window. Nice job.
So bad.
I don't know. You guys are just funneling.
Okay.
Like, you guys, some of you guys are like arriving so late. Like Omen Sage, you guys are so far that, I don't know. It's just a little awkward and really late. And it's kind of like you guys are like jumping in. You were gonna smoke window, but you didn't smoke window, and then you're smoking
window.
CT, and you guys can't even get out of garage.
Nice job.
So bad.
You know, it's just a whiff, but you know, it's like you guys are just kind of taking turns here.
Garage window. Nice job.
So bad.
Yeah, you guys are just kind of taking turns, honestly. Holy hell, really? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, that was a whiff. It's okay. Last round.
And after window.
Getting out of there.
Yeah, we go see.
Cypher don't see this time. See if you get destroy his wire.
He's backside.
Nice kill.
Miner for long.
So bad this one. Oh my god.
Yeah, your smoke is a little awkward for me, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of that. Like this smoke here, like because if you look at it, look at how much your Reyna has to be watching, right? Because your Reyna, like it's like you could pop out here, you know, like they don't have a flash, so it's not as worrying, but still, right? Like there's so much to worry about because they can basically just come out anywhere in the smoke. So I am not opposed to it because if you're aware about it, then if you're aware of it, it's fine. I just think that it just makes it harder on your team.
Astro's going in the window. That's so stupid. How can she do that? Wow.
Good try.
This smoke with us.
Ricky, can you smoke the window to start
Yeah,
this?
yeah. I'll go play garage and then smoke your B window.
Yeah, I'll arrow then go play A. Unless they're not there.
I'm just gonna use his smoke to push up and see if there's anything cross on grass.
If they push C, I'm just gonna wall it and fall back.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump down garage steps. One grass. Here's grass. Asher was towards
Viper's on A. Watch him running into us.
It's a Cypher on A. Asher user suck on A as well.
Yeah. I would
Ready?
say garage. Well, you guys are kind of rotation, right?
Oh, it was right around the corner. Let's go.
Nice kills.
Spike down A.
to left right there.
Sage, are you slow walking in heaven? You gotta hurry your ass up. They're all long.
That arrow.
Yeah, Sage.
Well, you guys are kind of rotation, right?
I'm trying to look at your speed here. You're sprinting. You're sprinting.
Spike down
You
A.
slow walking? I think you're slow walking here. All three have been seen up in this cluster, and you're slow walking into heaven. No offense, but I think it just seems like a sign of lack of map awareness, maybe. You know, just not aware of what's happening, like what your teammates are going through. Like all your three teammates are like dying, right? But you're like slow walking up into heaven and slowly peeking heaven.
I mean long, I should say.
Oh. Well, you guys want it, so it's okay.
You this time, then go over mid or
Right, then push forward.
At a B window. This shit's always gonna be smooth.
I'm gonna sit down here this time. Right, then push forward.
Garage window.
crack.
Oh, fuck.
Damn, that was a good catch.
One in the smoke.
He's on the right side. But you don't have to peek that.
Nope.
Oh, nice.
One grass.
Yeah, push the wall.
One pushed into the garage, I guess.
Enemy remaining. Spike down.
Okay, so let's try to figure out some mistakes here. Sky, you push out mid, get tagged by a camera, you back out, catch
One in
one.
the smoke.
He's on the right side. But you don't have to peek that.
Nope.
Oh, nice.
One grass.
Yeah, push the wall.
One pushed into the garage, I guess.
Oh, I guess you got timing. I think that your Sage was kind of unaware that somebody could have gone through garage, and then Omen, I think you were also unaware that somebody could have. I think you got to realize like this position here, like you got lucky that their Omen smoke was like, or their Astro smoke was really bad, and there's like a huge hole in it, right? And you got you were able to catch the raise, right? But you never really clear for anything else. So yeah, that whole time it looks like the Astra's actually in this corner.
But you don't have to peek that.
But if you pay attention, like look at all of the opportunity that you give the opponents to get into positions that you're not expecting, right? So it's like you kind of peek out, but like that whole time she could have walked up, which she did,
He's on the right side.
right? And then at this point here, you just completely let go of garage, right? And your Sage is now looking at garage, but you've completely let go of garage. Your Sky is now backing up like super deep into CT, which low key like isn't helpful. I'm not sure why,
Oh, nice.
but yeah, it's like you're kind of going.
One grass.
Yeah, push the wall.
Just a little confusing. I guess you guys are doing fine, but it looks like maybe the jet. You heard the jet updraft on C, and so you're going C.
Jet was, yeah.
It worked out. Nice.
Everybody else, I gave my gun up because I didn't die. See if Cypher goes.
Oh man, I think your smoke is bad. I don't know for sure, but I think there's a hole in your smoke. I think this might be one of my pet peeves. Is like an Omen is like for Omens and Astros and all that. Like I know it can be tough, but early round like this, you need to be pixel perfect with your smoke. Mid round, like, you know, if you're under pressure and stuff, I understand that it might be hard to get the smoke perfect, but early round like this, like you got to get your smoke perfect every time.
Did you die?
The only reason I say that, actually, it looks pretty good, but for some reason when I look at it in the minimap, it looks like there's a hole.
See if Cypher closes.
Still gonna stay garage.
Looks like your Astra, so your Sky gets all the way up.
Alright, if you got grass.
Nice. Nobody. Okay, Omen, what are you doing?
I gave my gun up.
Okay, so Sky and Silva, you guys are kind of playing together mid, right? Your Sky gets in a really good position mid, but the problem is that like she gets into engagement, but your Omen is like,
On A.
Omen, you're going A, but Silva already rotated A, and you say you're gonna stay garage,
I'm staying grass.
and then you,
Grass.
you're not staying garage, right? Sky makes contact, and then you're like, oh shit, I got to come back. A lot of, no offense, but
No, no, let's play short.
I
Play
want you
short.
guys to work a little bit together on like just like work together and then like finish the job, right? So I want you, when you come back to garage to basically like support your Sky, but you never end up supporting your Sky.
On A.
You know, I want you guys to kind of work together on like, hey, like Omen, before you leave garage, let's clear garage, let's clear grass with your Sky, and then you can rotate. You can either rotate back or you continue with the flank, but we don't want to leave things like unfinished. Because like your Sky is alone, right? So your Sky
I'm staying grass. I'm staying grass.
your Sky makes contact,
Yeah, grass.
and so the opponents know where the Sky is, and then there's like your Sky doesn't really have anybody to support her.
No, no, let's play short. Play short. So play short.
There's one in window. I'm screwed.
Yeah, so you're going really slow. You're slow walking, Omen, slow walking, but your Sky is like in trouble.
God
You know,
damn it.
you're 5 seconds too late. Yeah, you're 5 seconds too late. You should have been in this position close to the doorway before your Sky was like
So play short.
There's one in window.
was in trouble. Like the moment your Sky made contact, like when your Sky made contact, you should have been down here, like at this doorway, right? Like ready to swing off of it or whatever. Ready to support. Like the moment she makes contact, you could blind through here to try to prevent anyone from trading your Sky, right? So let's say your Jet's up here. Maybe there's somebody here. Maybe there's somebody here. You know, or maybe there's only one person. But before they try to swing on the Sky, you can be in garage flashing that way, right? Just things like that is what I would like to see you guys pull off. And Omen, I think there was just a lot of back and forth from you, like unable to decide what needs to happen right now. It's like I understand sometimes, like, you know, you want to be able to get to your A players as soon as possible, right? But I think that as you start getting into more coordinated play, we need to just like we need to go by the book a little bit, and you got to just kind of trust your Sova and your Reyna to hold it down. You know, play their life, hold it down. Like you still have a job to do, right? And like you have like your area that you are kind of giving up, letting Sky just fight it alone.
God damn it.
You know, and yeah, and so then it's just a little unfavorable. And so now you're in a place where you had control of mid, you gave up control of mid, like Sky had control of mid, Sky was being pressured, no one was there to help her, and then you guys lost control of mid, right? And so now your guys' defense is split up, you know, so you guys are split up pretty like 2-2 right now.
Grass. You got one right now.
You get 1 kill, that's good. So Sage is on a flank,
Stay back here. Remember we're defending. Remember we're defending.
loses that,
37
uses that flank.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Play backside.
Nice.
30 seconds left.
so I think you guys try to play numbers here, and you guys regroup. Actually, you can't. Oh, Omen, holy! No offense, that second shot was an accidental headshot, but it's okay. We give it to you. Look at this. You're not aiming at him, bro. You're not aiming at him at all. Anyways, that was good.
One enemy
Look. Oh, shoot. You, like, were starting to aim at the side of him. Anyways, it's okay. We move on.
They're peek with you real quick.
Okay, so you're going to smoke your own garage. Nope, you're not.
They're pulling.
Get some grass.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the B.
So, Omen, so one thing I want to keep in mind here is that what I see from you is that I see you smoke window all the time, right? And you never contest garage window, like, or the doorway, sorry. So you never really contest double doors. Because of that, like, I want you to contest it, you know, not all the time, but I want for the opponents to be like, oh no, Omen, it never swings us double doors. Omen always plays window, right? Like, that's what they're thinking, right? And I want you to make it not true. I want you to kind of change up how they're thinking, and so that when you do swing out of it, like, the opponents are like pissed. They're like, what the hell? Like he just swings it, and you know, kind of like what the Raze was doing to you guys. Like Raze would just push it, and you guys would lose one or lose two.
Max in. Get him.
Oh gosh.
Saw him in this corner.
He was in this. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I knew he was there still.
Nice.
Got Raze and Silva are still in A lobby.
Oh, okay, so now you guys try to play numbers here.
I see.
So where's Ash? Ash was like.
I'm watching Garage. I got nothing. I still have C walled off, so.
Sova's in front of.
Omen, just so much back and forth, brother. You gotta watch something.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I knew he was there.
It's like your Sky's holding B. Like either help your Sky hold garage or help C side or something. So like A side's good because like your Reyna's holding A side. C side is good temporarily, but they could be sitting behind this. But I don't know if they are. They're probably sitting in spawn. This team doesn't seem that good, so they're probably sitting in spawn. But yeah, Sky Sky's like doing work, you know.
He was in this. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, Omen, you're like kind of with Sky. Like your Sky is just kind of doing work alone. So your Sky is trying to clear B main, right? The moment your Sky tries to clear B main, Omen, you bail,
Yeah, there you go.
right? So your Sky is like clearing B main, and you're like, nope, and you run. And then your Sky gets into a fight, and then you're like, oh shit, I gotta help. And then you come back, and then you're like,
So where's Ash?
no, and then you run off again. So there's a lot of like, who is this? Ricky? Is this Ricky's POV? Ricky, I think there's a lot of like indecisive, not sure exactly what to do sometimes. I think that I just want you guys to kind of play buddy system slightly and just kind of realize like it's like your Sage has a great position here where she's wall off C long and she can watch the garage exit, right? So like they can be in garage, but they can't really like do anything out of garage yet without making contact with the Sage, and they can't. And if they get on to C, like you'll know about it, right? Like there's no way Sage will not know about it because like Sage will get into a fight no matter what. And then your Reyna's holding deep A, so you'll know early enough on that part. And so this part I think is where, yeah, Omen, you are in CT, right? Like your other three players are like kind of, I wouldn't say really deep, right? But they're like on site holding a position where you are not holding anything.
Still have C walled off, so.
Sova's in front of.
A lot of back and forth.
Garage.
So you give Sova a smoke, actually.
Yeah, there's two.
Yeah. So the back and forth. So I think that this back and forth was bad. Also, Sky, you did not need to swing that. Look at the time. So I think that's something you guys got to pay attention to.
Sova's in front of. Sova's in front of garage.
Yeah, one, there was no necessity to swing that. Two, Sky, you could have gotten a heal from your Sage because your Sage has kind of been doing nothing this whole time other than, well, you've been holding a position, so no offense, but you've been holding a position, Sky, or Sage, right? But you could have gotten a heal. I'm gonna bet that your Sage hasn't used the heal this round, and so she has it. Yeah, but yeah, this surprises me a little bit. Like, look at how much time we have. You guys have man advantage, and then Sky, you decide to go for a solo play. Yeah, so it looks like all three or two of them minimum are out here,
Yeah, there's two B.
and it's a save round, so they're on sheriffs.
No, fuck me. Yeah, 2 in grass.
Good kill.
Nice job.
Probably could be.
30 seconds left.
It's probably right here.
Sova's out. See.
He's by himself swinging.
See ya.
He's on C alone. This
Planted.
fucking Astra.
One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
Nice.
Stick it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. She was on B.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh. Nice.
Nice job.
There.
Let's go. About you.
Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah, now
yeah.
I'll take it. Bye.
Let's go. Let's go.
Except charity.
I'll say, now I'll take it.
I made the same thing this round. It's a pull. By yourself.
That's
Fucking
fine.
hell.
I was just being aggressive there. It was my fault. 70 on race. They're hard pushing it, hard pushing
There's
it.
a knot. There's a knot, by the way.
Too long.
One short.
I know
Sucks
exactly
out.
where you
Odin? Are you kidding me?
Mm.
Spike down A.
Yeah, so you get
So-
spotted by the cipher thing, and then you still sit in the smoke. I don't know, it's a little risky. Sage, this
Bomb on
is
site as well.
a little worried about your position. Oh, this is clutchable though. You got this.
Unfortunate timing.
No, 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 no. Oh shit. Not worth, brother. You're choking. No, 6 bullets.
No. You know where both of them are. You know where both of them are.
Oh shit.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
shit. You got this, bro. You got it.
30 seconds left.
Whose mouse is that? God dang it. Brother, you don't. Oh shit. Oh,
Nice try.
dude.
Nice try.
No, I'm not gonna be as soft. It was an okay try. A lot of, I don't know,
You know where both of them
some bad micromanaging here.
are. Oh.
Unfortunate timing.
You have 18 bullets. You pulled it. You commit to the dart, and then you have 6 bullets. It only takes 4 to kill somebody with the vandal. You miss, I think, almost everything
You know
there.
where both of them are. You know where both of them are.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Easy. And then at this point, it seems like you kind of give up aiming, low key. You're like, oh, you're just like jiggle, but you gotta get some bullets off here. Dang it. It's okay. Sorry if I'm offensive.
Character's
Is that
first
there?
round.
That ball or shooting wall.
I got a blind here. Blind is good. I think, well, one thing I've noticed is that I feel like you guys, you're never setting somebody up to swing off of your blind, so nobody's able to really take advantage of your blind.
Behind it, so they're at the swing already see me.
So like you blinded garage, but you didn't jump out of it or anything like that, right? So not able to really take advantage of it.
What bitches. It's my own fault. Nice shit.
What the hell? There's a judge in your mid.
Yeah, come on. Through grass.
Oh, mid.
Good judges, right? Watch. I think she's close.
Hello? What's up? What's up?
Cover going out.
Hello? What's up? Homie?
30 seconds left.
Go rotate towards A.
Spike planted.
Sorry, Omen.
Hello?
I need to call you out again. I'm not.
What's up?
I don't know your decision. Some of your decision making skills. Sorry. Let me take a step back. Some of the decisions I've seen you make have been the wrong decision, like time after time.
Hello?
Like you guys have time. You guys are down a man, and you decide that the plan is to rotate and to spread your defense even thinner. So, you know, like you guys have like control of this, and you guys are kind of like watching like something pretty good. Like your sage is, it's a little tough for your sage because your sage has to watch 2 things, both like the garage exit and C-long. Your Sova is kind of playing. I don't really like where your Sova's watching, but your Sova is like looks like more aware of like B site right now, and you're watching that garage exit, that garage window. And then you decide to prematurely rotate off.
30 seconds left.
Go rotate towards A.
You're gonna rotate, and then like you rotate, and then it looks like
Brutal
Outside
timing.
garage.
I don't know.
Don't get too close to that.
I don't know exactly where that raise was, but like when you leave is when you're like not there to help with that.
B right now.
Last player
I hate it.
standing.
Let's try.
Yeah. Maybe save that, huh? If you can.
Yeah, I can buy next round if I.
Investment.
They're gonna wait for me because they think I'm being aggressive. I feel like.
Back off
Ah, fuck,
after
my
that,
bad.
Zell. Because if they hear you, then they won't know. Sova's leaning.
I'm gonna go towards.
I can
Doesn't
press.
know, and they won't know. Raise bot, Master.
Okay, hold on, backing up a little bit here. You guys are all like split up pretty heavy.
Pushing garage with the raise bot.
So,
Master.
Omen, your smoke came in a little late.
They're gonna wait for me because they think I'm being aggressive. I feel like.
I think you wasted a smoke there, C long. That wasn't necessary.
Then they won't know.
Wait, is there one left side garage? Did I see one? Yeah. Oh shit. Good shot.
Towards.
I can
If
press.
they hear you, then they won't know.
Picking up bolt work.
Okay. Well,
I'm going with Omen.
Yeah.
Smoke B.
Broke wall C. Sova's leaning.
Oh, it's A. It's A. It's A.
Sova's still in their spawn.
I might be able to stop the plant with ult. Actually,
push in, brother. Oh no.
Someone's confused. Or Joe's confused.
30 seconds left.
I hit her.
Spike planted.
Is that on A?
Ooh. Nice,
Good
nice,
kill.
nice.
I'm really confused this
I went short. Oh, you saw where Brent. Default.
One enemy
There he is.
remaining.
Not how I lied to you.
He's hit.
Player
Guys, oh my god.
He's low. You have two.
She's reloading. Please just flash her and freaking shit on her.
Hawk out. Blinding.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bam.
Fuck.
Guys, holy shit. Okay. All right. So I need to go back on this one.
I might be able
Okay.
to stop the plant
So this is a 4v3, guys.
with ult.
You blind.
Actually,
You blind. Okay, so you blind this chick. Like you gotta swing this chick, I think. Honestly. You just gotta swing her. Look.
actually,
You're scared of like nothing. Like you were kind of scared of somebody swinging like that left side, but there was nobody there.
I might be able to stop the plant with ult.
So let's see, you get this blind off. Like she's freaking out, right? So just swing her. Let's just swing her.
Someone's
You end up not swinging her, and then like she ends up like getting to fully reset with the op, and then she gets that kill.
Is that on A?
Ooh. Nice,
Good
nice.
Sage gets the trade. It's a 3v2. Sky, you're a little slow, but it's okay.
I went short. Oh, you saw where Brent. Default.
enemy
Nice, you get that kill short. So now you guys know there's 3.
Not how I lied.
Your Sage is...
Yeah.
Sage doesn't know where she's at.
I'm really confused this
I went short. Oh, you saw where Brent. Default.
enemy remaining.
Calls default, but your Sage is looking hell.
Not how I lied.
Then Sova's... Like, Sova, why are you pulling out your dart, bro? I don't understand. You use a shock dart.
I went short. Oh,
Use another use another shock dart, but you pull out your shock darts like when you're already graffiti. Like that's it's a little confusing.
He's hit.
Not worth. And then your Sage loses that fight, and then now your Sky is then Sky. I think you're playing too slow here. You know, you're playing. I think like you have to kind of bombard her at this point. You know.
With 2 flashes.
Yeah, we can't allow her to learn where you're at, especially because you're weak, right? And so I think we kind of just need to like bombard her and get in her face like annoyingly.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bam.
Fuck.
Killed all of them if I fucking didn't.
Okay, economy's kind of weird. It's like half of you guys forcing here. Omen, you're forcing. Reyna, you're forcing. Sage, you're saving. Sky, you're saving. And then Sylvia, you're saving. I think at this point we need like an IGL, or not the IGL, but we need somebody to be paying attention to your guys' economy, because like this is winnable. 8-11, winnable. You know, this other team, they don't look that good in my opinion. Like they really don't look that good. And so this is easily winnable. But when you guys keep like effing up your money like that, like then you kind of start putting yourself in a disadvantageous state.
Yeah, smoke. B window.
I'm gonna let this play. I'll be back in a second. I need to grab a drink.
Another Astro Star set up for window. And a raised
See?
bot.
Cypher cam's there somewhere.
It was just the jet on over here.
There is somebody just peppering garage.
Cypress came close. Grass.
Somewhere, yeah.
B, yeah.
Astro Star B.
Ah, okay. That was pure ego. 105, Cypher.
No. Such a
Smoke. They smoked A.
fuck.
Oh, you smoked A. Sorry.
And Jet
Cypher.
and raised.
Cypher and Jet are still towards C, or towards B. They're ready through garage. Nice, nice try, nice try.
One kill, you get a res.
He had a right.
We saw, yeah, one outside of garage.
30 seconds left.
Planted C.
Planning C.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
One in garage.
Garage, behind this box.
Ooh.
Yup.
Let's go.
I'd save this.
I'm gonna go back a little bit. I want to see this round out.
It was just the jet on over here.
Okay, so I like this play, Omen, actually. You haven't done this in 19 rounds. So I like that you decide to do this. But I think I would like to I think I would like to see you actually, let me see what you did for early.
It was just the jet on over here.
Okay, so what I worry about this play is that you don't have like any information out here, grass, like because nobody's playing at this time. So you have zero information, grass, and then you teleport. I would like to see you maybe use it in a way that like makes it so that way there's no possible way that they have any idea that you're there. So that'd be like early round, like before the barrier opens. Maybe let them see you, you know, somehow. Maybe let them see that you're on the floor, and then before maybe they get into the audio radius, like you teleport up. I don't know, something like that. You know, maybe this isn't the best map for doing that second play, but that first play where you just teleport before the round starts, maybe something like that. Yeah. But because it was smoked off, nobody had any information, grass, and then you teleport up, like they might know exactly where you are, where you teleport.
There is somebody just peppering garage.
Cypress came close. Grass.
Somewhere, yeah.
B, yeah.
Astro Star B.
Ah, okay. That was pure ego. 105, Cypher.
No. Such a
Smoke. They smoked A.
fuck.
Oh, you smoked A. Sorry.
And Jet
Cypher.
and raised.
Cypher and Jet are still towards C, or
All right, I mean, you got to reload. You got to reload soon.
they're ready through garage. Nice, nice try, nice try.
One kill, you get a res.
He had a right.
We saw, yeah, one outside of garage.
30 seconds left.
Planted C.
Planning C.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Dude, picking up that gun was absolutely unnecessary.
Behind this box. Yup.
Let's go.
I'd save this.
Oh, maybe it was necessary. Did you have a bulldog? Oh, you had a bulldog. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry I said that.
You rush.
I thought you had a phantom, and I was like, why would you give up your position? Like, you know. That's okay. All right, let's see what you guys do. So one thing I would say is that I think you guys were forcing. Okay, so one thing I noticed from you guys in like literally so many rounds is that I feel like um I feel like you none of you guys are really working together so much on like going for a play. I feel like oftentimes I see you guys kind of go solo. It looks like your Reyna and your Sky are pretty comfortable with just pushing solo. Um which is a good thing. But I think, you know, like we need to kind of let our ego go a little bit and realize like that you can't always ace this, you know? So maybe you try to bring a buddy. And based on how it looks, I honestly like maybe we have Sky and Reyna pushed together because they both seem like pretty aggressive players, you know? Sova, no offense, you seem not that aggressive. And then I hate that you have your knife out here. Like what's happening?
Play for exit.
Play for exits. Play for exits, and then here you are. Okay. That's what your teammate says, to play for exits, or you say play for exits. I don't know who says it, but then you just have your knife out. Oh, it's okay. Let's see, money wise. All right, money's wise. Yeah, you guys suck. Money wise, like, cause see now your Omen's forcing. You know, your Reyna's gonna have to force. Your Sage is doing good. Your Sky is forcing. Yeah, I thought weren't you guys saving last round? I don't know. Money wise, just a little confusing, but it's okay. Last round, let's see what you guys do. I would like to see you guys like really just like push out something. Like maybe 3 people push out mid, you know, or maybe 2 people push down long, you know, or maybe you have 1 push down long, 1 push down short on A, and you know you guys can kind of like play the cross with each other. You know, Sage, maybe you push down C because it doesn't really seem like they really contest C that much. You know, I don't know. I would just like to see you guys do something here. You smoking B window?
3A and just sweep through their backside.
Oh, okay, I like that. Somebody calling for 3A. Okay.
I've got my ult. I'm gonna pop it. There's one close.
Yeah, Omen, you gotta hurry. Like all that time you spent doing that, like Raze could be in there now. Look, now your Sage has to focus on Garage because your Sage realizes you're not watching it, and you're smoked.
Low.
And so now, like,
Joining C.
okay, so I would just double check like this corner. Like they could be in that corner. I don't know if your Sage is watching it for that whole time. They could be in that corner, so that's something to remember. Okay, so you guys have man advantage. Sova, Sky, I think you guys are getting a little bit greedy here. Oh, Sky. Oh, no. Oh, no, guys.
Just so
Oh, shoot.
joining C.
So one thing I want you guys to notice is like I'm kind of like I'm not like just like watching you guys get shit on and then rewinding it and then trying to point out the bad things. I'm kind of like watching some of you guys like I'm noticing you guys kind of making some mistakes as we go. You know, it's like I'm watching you guys here. It's like you guys are getting a little greedy. You know, I don't think you guys need to push that. You know, and then yeah, so Sky, you were unable to really trade your Sova because your Sova was swinging while he was being healed, you know. And so your Sky didn't have his gun out because he's trying to heal your Sova. And then Reyna, you're playing, I don't know, it's unfortunate because I think this was the round that your team needed you to play aggressive, but this is the round that one of you guys called for 3A. And then like your Sova and your Sky push, and then Reyna, you end up leaving them, and you're kind of floating more like mid, but you're like right now you're in spawn. You're literally in spawn, and then you run back and forth. Like running back towards B, and then now you're clearing B really slow because like nobody was holding it this whole time, so you're clearing B pretty slow. And at this point, it's like your Sky and your Sova made contact. Yeah, so one thing that worries me a little bit, Omen, is that like you decide to play like this close smoke, right? You decide to smoke your garage door on the round that you're running Guardian, right? So I think I would like to see you guys like, I would like to see you kind of adapt to like how you're playing, or like I would like to see you adapt to how you're playing, like not play the same way all the time. From what I see in like the 20 rounds, like Omen, you play very predictable, at least. I know I'm kind of picking on you, and that's just because of the point of view is yours, but I'd say that you play pretty predictably. Is that the word, predictably? Yeah. That like low key, you're never hard holding anything. You're never hard holding a site. You always kind of play back, always play for a retake. Whereas almost everybody else is hard holding, except for maybe like your Sky seems to push out the most, and then your Reyna seems to play an aggressive angle but not necessarily push out. But your Sky probably is the one that pushes out the most. But yeah, it's like this is just a situation where it's like your Sova and your Sky were going for something aggressive, but like the rest of the team was playing back. And Sova and Sky, you guys weren't playing a position where you could bail. And so like when we had a 5v4, like we ended up turning it into a 4v3, which instantly turned into a 4v2. Yeah. I think, Omen, you swing this not expecting anything. Like I feel like all game I've seen you like jiggle every little thing for no reason. You literally jiggle nothing. Like you'll be staring at a wall and you'll be jiggling. And this one time, like, right, match point, like when you need to be jiggling, you just slow walk out, of garage.
Dude, wow, this is so dirty.
Like your Sage has been playing really patient on C, just like hard holding C, like no matter what. And then your Reyna is it's almost like you have like 4 people on your team that are rotators, and your only anchor is Sage, and the other 4 of you guys are just like constantly rotating and just like constantly like switching up sides and like letting go of stuff, gaining, like
That sucks.
so the only thing you guys can really do here is your Reyna needs to be good for 2. Honestly, like that's like best case scenario is that your Reyna is able to get kind of aggressive, kill 1. Oh, does Sage, do you have a res? Why are you out here? Oh shoot, you do have a res. Honestly, okay. I know I'm calling this afterwards because now your Reyna's dead, but if I had known that your Sage had a res, Reyna, you should be offsite. Honestly, you should give it up. Either give it up or you need to play something aggressive. Like you need to be able to like play something aggressive where you have space to get out. So right here, like I think that like you should have played like aggressive, like A long, so that way you could have watched the cross. But you were playing B at that point. I don't know. It's a little bit awkward, but
Enemy spotted A. Last player standing.
Jets.
yeah, a little bit of taking turns on some of these. I think you guys need to be like really aware that there's ops in play. Nice try. Oh, GG's. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say, honestly. I think that you guys are pretty decent, like individually, but I think that maybe there's like a part of the team aspect that you guys are not fully understanding, and which is okay because that's like not even my team understands it. Like this is something that my team struggles with too. But I think that what we need to work on is a little bit of like, we need to work on like being patient. We need to work on being aggressive. And I think we also need to work on like actively working with your teammates. Like that's something I would like to see. I would like to see you guys like actively pulling your teammates for a play, you know. And I think it was your Reina who's doing a pretty good job with like saying like, "Yo, swing this with me." That's a great first step. Um, I think that I want to start doing some things, you know, where maybe you're calling for certain agents for their certain utility, you know, like maybe you could say something like, "Hey, can you drone me through garage?" You know, like clear garage with the drone. You know, that way I can walk in, or with the dog or whatever. That way, like Reina, you can follow that in. You know, gain that control. You know, some stuff like that. You know, I is the kind of stuff I would like to see. Um, Sky, you have a flash, so you know maybe like calling for like hey guys, I can flash close and then I'll flash backside or something, right? And like letting your teammates know that you're going to do that will let them know to be kind of a little bit more aware. Like if they hear your character say that they were flashed, or you know, or at least your team will know like where they can swing, you know, to try to take advantage of that flash. Um, and then Omen, I would like to see you also set up for that. So I think that you playing B is good. I think you playing Garage is good, right? But I think that I would like to see you guys plan for something. So I think I would like to see Omen. I think I would like to see you play like Garage. And sorry, I think I would like to see you play B, except I want you to be playing B, but also kind of hyper aware of A, and I want you to be ready to flash like sewers or the cross or something, right? Like, you know, like something for your teammates that are on A. Because that's like a really unexpected flash, is like the Omen blind going through the walls, and that's something that I would like to watch you do. I feel like I feel like there was only one time that you guys had the opportunity to take advantage of the Omen blind, and that one time was a solo play. It was just you, Omen, and that one time you choked it. Like it you know, it was like all that. It was this one moment where like it's like I feel like it was the first noticeable time that I can remember that you used the Omen blind, and it wasn't for your teammates. It was only for yourself, and you choked it. No offense, but offense. I don't know. Anyways, not bad, guys. You guys got 8 rounds on them, you know. Um, it wasn't like you guys were like 113 or anything like that, you know. So it's like, hey, you guys took rounds on them, and those were honorable rounds. So good job on you guys. I would like to see you guys improve in some of your decision making skills, and just knowing like when to play for time, when not to play for time, and when to be aggressive, when not to be aggressive. You know, I think I would like to see you guys try to take advantage of like having an extra man over them. You know, just like having extra people. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Well, GG's guys.